14 scary animals in the Amazon. Number 14. Giant anteater. Well, you can't mistake this scary-looking creature thanks to its long snout, distinctive coloring, and bushy tail. Can you guess what its favorite meal is? This animal has a tongue that can extend more than 2 feet and is able to flick it up to 160 times per minute. That's more than sufficient to scarf up 35,000 ants and termites they consume daily. When locating prey, the giant anteater pretty much follows its nose. Did you know its sense of smell is 40 times greater than a human's? Number 13. Electric eel. These so-called eels are actually knife fish. They're not really eels at all, but these scary-looking creatures are considered extremely dangerous due to their ability to generate powerful electrical charges over 800 volts, enough to knock a horse off its hooves. That's usually sufficient to discourage predators and stun prey like small mammals, amphibians, and fish. They aren't known for producing fatal attacks on humans, but it is thought their ability to discharge multiple shocks could lead to heart failure. Number 12. Greater bulldog bat. The creature gets its name thanks to its dog-like snout. This large species of scary bat has claws about the size of an osprey's. It's also one of the few bat species adapted to eating fish, but it will also eat insects, usually during the wet season. During the dry season, the bat feeds on fish, crabs, shrimp, and scorpions. Using echolocation, it can detect splashes made by fish jumping in the water, then dive down and pinpoint the spot and capture its prey. These bats can also search the area by raking, that is, by dragging its feet across the water surface. Number 11. Decoy spider. Here's an arachnid that has a unique way of fooling its enemies. It creates designs in its webs that look like larger-sized replicas of itself. Researchers think this spider in the Peruvian Amazon uses those designs as a defense mechanism, or to scare off predators who may have spotted it. That's one way of making your enemies see double or more. Number 10. Glass frog. It looks like a one-of-a-kind animal, but there are actually 60 different types of glass frogs found throughout the Amazon rainforests. They're usually bright or olive green in color. The frog's belly is covered with translucent skin. The creature's heart, liver, and intestines can be seen when looking at the frog from underneath. But its scary-looking see-through belly isn't there for shock value only. Researchers think it may represent a particular kind of camouflage, making it difficult for predators to easily spot the frog. Number 9. ARAPAIMA, among the world's largest freshwater fish. They can reach lengths up to 10 feet long. While they're not considered a direct menace to humans, they do tend to take out large numbers of their prey. It not only devours crustaceans and fish, it also helps itself to small land mammals that are unfortunate enough to walk along the shore where the ARAPAIMA is lurking. The air-breathing, water-dwelling fish is known to actually leap out of the water if feeling threatened. Now there is a scary sight. Number 8. Spider monkeys. They're considered the most intelligent of the New World monkeys, but often go unseen by humans since they live in the upper levels of the rainforests. They're also one of the largest monkeys, with disproportionately long limbs and prehensile tails that can be 3 feet long. It's their long limbs and tails that earn them the spider monkey name, not because they got bitten by a radioactive spider. And spider monkey sounds kind of cool and scary, don't you think? Number 7. Harpy Eagle, with talons that can grow up to 5 inches long. This is one of the largest birds of prey. In fact, it's the biggest raptor found in the Americas and has the largest talons of any living eagle. It uses those big claws to snatch up an eclectic menu, including monkeys, armadillos, and anteaters. It's even known to take off with capybaras, the largest rodents in the world. While that might indicate these big birds are capable of snatching children, there have been no reported cases of attacks on humans. But it does make for a scary visual. Number 6. Jaguar, the rare cat that enjoys swimming. This animal is an equal opportunity apex predator. It's known to dine on some 87 different animals, from mice to deer, and humans too, should any be so unwise as to cross its path. A jaguar's bite is powerful enough to pierce the shell or skull of most animals. Jaguars tend to favor swamps and wooded areas, but are also found in scrublands and deserts. Because of habitat destruction, the populations are decreasing, and they're considered a near-threatened species. Did you know that the jaguar is the biggest feline in the Americas and the third biggest feline overall, next to the tiger and lion? But then again, those cats aren't scary enough to have cars named after them. Number 5. Giant river otter. Native only to the Amazon, Orinoco, and La Plata river systems, the South American otter is the world's largest, growing to around 6 feet long and weighing over 70 pounds. This big carnivorous mammal is part of the weasel family and usually dines on fish, crabs, turtles, and snakes, but they can have a taste for more dangerous cuisine as well. Small groups of giant otters have been known to bite and claw at anaconda snakes before consuming them, and pairs of giant otters have reportedly attacked 5-foot-long caimans, devouring the reptiles in about 45 minutes, and that's including bones, skull, everything. But that's how a scary apex predator behaves, even if they look too cute to do so. Number 4. Vampire fish. No, they don't turn into bats or anything like that, but they do have some scary, wicked fangs. If you thought piranha was scary, what about these guys? Piara, called vampire fish, eat piranha for lunch. Literally. These ferocious predators can reach around 4 feet in length and can devour fish up to half the size. Pretty impressive considering they can weigh nearly 40 pounds. They have 2 6-inch tusks that spring from the lower jaw, which impales their prey after they lunge for it. Did you know the fish actually have special pockets in their upper jaws they use to sheathe those long tusks so they don't impale themselves? Number 3. Green anaconda. One of the world's longest snakes, it is in fact the heaviest snake in the world and can weigh over 150 pounds. The snake's favorite method of attack is to float beneath the water's surface with their snouts just above the water, then strike and coil about the victim when it stops for a sip of water. After the prey is asphyxiated, the feasting begins. Now, while there are a lot of stories about anacondas eating humans, there's no verifiable evidence to support that. However, these snakes have been known to attack humans. In fact, we released a video a few weeks back all about scary snake attacks, including a green anaconda attacking a child. You can see it here. Number 2. Bullet ant. Here's one of the biggest threats in the Amazon rainforest. The tiny bullet ant. Just over an inch long, the bullet ant gets its name due to the severity of its bite. Victims claim it's as painful as being shot. That's due to the insect's venom, which not only causes a painful sting, it also results in intense pain that leaves the victim swollen, worn out, and weakened. The bullet ant is also called the 24-hour ant because that's about how long the misery will last. However, unless you're allergic to the venom, the ant's bite won't kill you. Did you know the bullet ant is among the largest ant species in the world? Number 1. Black caiman. Growing over 16 feet long and weighing close to 900 pounds, this is one of the largest living reptiles and the largest predator in the Amazon basin, inhabiting other freshwater locations of South America as well. They just look scary, don't they? These animals were once nearly extinct in the Amazon before being saved by strict anti-hunting laws. The black caiman feasts on sloths, armadillos, and capybaras, which seem to be on a lot of menus on this list, don't they? Anyway, they go on to larger victims like deer, anacondas, and giant otters as well. They're even known to snack on other species of caiman. And yes, they have been known to occasionally attack humans as well. Now that is a scary thought.